Broadcasting live, this is the Handicappers Report, brought to you by the Clubhouse Racebook, 711 Central Avenue, Albany, and CapitalOTBBet.com, the premier online wagering site in New York State. CapitalOTBBet.com. Sign up today.
Break out the Willie Nelson on the road again. Happy to be down at the Gulfstream live from the paddock Seth Merrow and Brian Nadeau. Brian, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Seth. Good to see you guys down here and live and in person again. After what'd you say? You told me yesterday it's been 3 years, right?
Since, it has to have been a couple of years at least.
Yeah.
Of the road trips, kind of taking a little bit of a break. We were normally down here for Florida Derby every year, and again haven't been here the past couple of years, so it was fun to get back. Sat on the beach a little bit Monday and Tuesday. The sale out in the paddock on Wednesday. I came over and we put a little piece together that folks will be able to see a little bit later on. And then yesterday we were running around as well. We're up to Palmettos yesterday morning, so been busy. Been fun though.
Christine Lee's last night. You got the full experience here at Gulfstream Park.
That's exactly right. It's been a lot of fun, and looking forward to a fun weekend as well. We're going to take a look at the Friday card right now, but tomorrow morning, do want to remind people we're on at 8 o'clock tomorrow, 8 to 8:30. Will be the Handicappers Report, looking at a fabulous Florida Derby Day card, and then 8:30 to 9:30 racing across America. Today we're starting obviously at 8:30, 9 o'clock racing across America. Should be a fun show a little bit later on. Some tape pieces, some live guests. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to getting underway and maybe give out some good ideas on a Friday cut. Oh, we should also mention Sunday's another mandatory.
Yeah, so Sunday we're going to pay out the Rainbow Six. $650,000 is in the gross jackpot guarantee today. And highly unlikely over the next 2 days that it'll get hit. Not out of the question, but what that means, knock on wood. And then what that means is on Sunday we pay it out. And I would think after obviously today and a huge 14 race card tomorrow where, they'll be betting with both hands. It could be, up to like $1 million going to Sunday. And, I would think we always err on the side of caution a little bit, but I have to believe $5 to $7 million will be in play on Sunday, which seems like about a month away to right now with today and tomorrow to get through. But just again, as Seth mentioned, 14 races tomorrow, ending with the Florida Derby. We've got big guarantees in the late 5 and late 4. I think 750, which they'll absolutely blow past that. I would think $2 million is in play for the late pick 5. 10 stakes races tomorrow. The guys did a great job, and gals putting just a tremendous product card tomorrow. So I can't wait to see it all shake out. Weather, knock on wood, is going to be okay. Graded stakes on the turf, on the dirt, and all that. And again, ending with a really, really, I think, compelling renewal of the Florida Derby. We've got plenty of time to talk about it later, but, it is exciting.
I agree, and I've said, and it goes back to simplification winning. Going back about a month or so, that last series of prep races have been very strong, I thought, and that includes tomorrow with simplification, White Barrio, Classic Causeway, and we'll have interviews with, we've already taped some interviews with Brian Lynch and with Safi Joseph, so a couple of the main players in there. So I think it is going to prove productive on the Derby trail. And,
it was exciting. Kind of last minute, sort of last minute that Brian Lynch dropped in Classic Causeway, which it just, he's a serious, legitimate graded stakes kind of 3-year-old, and he's fast, and he's won a couple graded stakes already this year. And the fact that Brian, he's doing so well, he was going to wait for the bluegrass and said, no, we're going to run here. It's in his backyard, so to speak. Just adds, further depth to already a pretty solid, as you mentioned, simplification and White Barrio, and some new shooters as well. So there's a lot to look forward to. And it's a real race tomorrow, too. It's not, it's 9 furlongs. We're really going to find out a lot tomorrow. It's not the short stretch of the mile and a 16th that we run here. They're really going to have to earn it tomorrow. And because of that, I think then moving forward to the first Saturday in May, I think it will stamp the winner and maybe a couple of the others as legitimate prospects, because it's a true 9 furlong race tomorrow.
Speaking of that, we've got to get to the card. But just to go back to last week in Epicenter and the mile and 3/16, that has to be beneficial to him. He looked very good. And also tomorrow over in Arkansas, I'm really excited to see what Secret Oath can do, because if she makes it and improves something, it's just going to make whether they say we'll wait till the Preakness and we'll try the Kentucky Oaks. She's going to make that Derby Oaks weekend a lot of fun with Wayne Lucas in the picture.
How could you not root for her, right? I mean, and she's supposed to win tomorrow, so that's exciting. She's really supposed to win tomorrow. If you haven't seen her, go back and watch those races. She is a freak, and it's not the best Arkansas Derby we've ever seen either. And she, she's going to be a stiff favorite in there tomorrow. So I couldn't agree with you more. I love Wayne Lucas. When I first started in racing, he was the guy, White Bridle in the mid '90s on one of his many comebacks, and man, I love him. So good luck there. But let's do it.
Big day of racing, various venues, but we're looking forward to Gulfstream and the Florida Derby tomorrow, and a great undercard with the Florida Oaks.
Just we're 105 today, but tomorrow with the 14 races, we're at 11:30 post tomorrow. So just take note of that. You got to get up a little earlier tomorrow, and Gulfstream today, it'll be Ron and Acacia. They'll be on at 10:30 tomorrow. So it's everything's early tomorrow.
Sounds good. All right, let's jump in and take a look at the Friday Gulfstream card. The opener today, maiden 12.5 claimers. They're 1.70 on the synthetic. What did you see in race one?
I've got an 8.415. I think Sonic Kitten, lightly raced for Safi, moving forward. Ran at this level last time and was a good second. I think that's definitely the horse to beat in here. He's going to be a short price, no doubt. Irad is here, but we're tactical from the outside, so I put that one on top. The other Safi, and for the Ramses as well, both of them homebreds, Stolen Money in second, added Lasix and blinkers last time and ran very, very well. And then down inside, he beat Poetic Code, and that's who I've got in third.
I have an 8-3-4-1. I put Sonic Kitten on top as well. A couple of races so far with a little bit of a break. End of December to end of March. Nice little improvement. Start 1 to start 2. Looks primed. And the last was at this level, so fits and whatnot. Koosman for me in the second spot. Get some class relief that I think could and should be very beneficial. And then Stolen Money in the third spot, another one that improved nicely, start 1 to start 2, and a move down the claiming ranks, but it was still about a half a step up above where he is today. And so I think Stolen Money is also a little bit dangerous as potentially via the morning line. The other Safi Joseph and Ramses as well. So that one a little bit interesting also. So for me in the opener, 8-3-4-1.
So we had the early pick 5 in race 1. We'll go early pick 4 here in race 2. Early pick 5s have been really, really big pools. I mean, we're talking $500,000-$600,000. It's been a great bet. That's a bet that doesn't carry over either. I think people seem to like that a little bit. So the second race is a 12.5-3L. These are for 4-year-olds and up. We go about 5 furlongs on the Tapeta, and you better be close on these Tapeta sprints if you're just kind of looking at these kind of for the first time this weekend. You want to be close.
And I have one that showed some speed last time, 2, 5, 4, and 6, High Yield Kitten on top. Was at the bottom of the claiming ranks last time, so the class level may have moved the horse forward a little bit, but boy, the number was solid. Mm-hmm. Now, at this level, can they put a couple together like that? We'll find out. I just thought that last was good enough that I'll land here again and hope the 5-1 morning line holds up. Loyal Louis in the second spot. Nice third place finish last time, claimed out of that. It was at this level in condition. 3 starts back, was at this level in condition and ran a good second. So I think this one's right in the comfort zone class-wise. And Campeador in the third spot. Luis Saez, as the meet winds down, probably worth mentioning Saez. And gee, what a phenomenal meet.
Yeah.
It was like a week and a half or so ago, I pulled up the Equibase stats, and watching the meet throughout the meet, doing the afternoon handicapping show, I knew he was having a great meet, but I didn't realize how good it was. But he's on board here, and 2 starts back, a nice win at the N2 level, got a little experience at the N3 level last time, priced up a little bit, so I think this one class-wise is a good fit also. 2, 5, 4, and 6.
So Louis rode in Dubai last Saturday. He was here riding Sunday. That's remarkable. I mean, that's if you want.
That is crazy.
You want to know Luis Saez in a nutshell and how hard he works? There it is, right there. I mean, unbelievable. We said He's not here, is he? No, sure enough, he was here. How about Muhammad Mubarak? I don't know if you picked up on that. Back training now. He took a long, long absence. Remember back in the days, Buckram Oak Farms and some really, really sharp horses, strong horses. I believe he was in Europe for a little bit. Well, he's back now, and I've got Loyal Louis on top, too. 5-4-1 for me. I hope we're not as far back last time as we were. I hope we're not as far back today as we were last time. I like that run 2 back where he showed some tactical speed. We go off the claim from Wamsi Avila. Muhammad is going to win races here. It's just a matter of time. The horses are running. They haven't won yet. Just 0 for 8. It's not a giant sample by any stretch. Can't be a door in second. A big race last time. We're going to actually show the replay later on in the morning show. I thought he ran very, very well when he was pace compromised. And the run 2 back was just really, really strong. And I think he can be a little closer today as well. On the down inside, Emma Crack has been in good form for Billy Therinos, who's had a good winter down there, picking his spots. And, of course, as a Woodbine guy, does very, very well on the Tapeta.
Race number 3 this Friday afternoon. Bottom level conditional claimers going 7.
So I go outside 9-7-2-6-1. I got a lot of coverage in here. It's a tough race. It's a deep race. 61 is another horse we're going to show a replay for a little later on Gulfstream today. I just thought he ran better than it looked 2 back, especially 2 back, and he hasn't really had any flow help in his races. The last time the winner got loose, and that's a problem for 61. 2 back, he was the only closer to make a late dent. So I think the races look better, and now I'm hoping he gets a little more speed to run into. So I put him on top. Number 7, Political Riot, in second on the class drop. Certainly makes sense for this one. Mamza in the mix as well on the drop in class. Claudio Gonzalez, you know him well from Laurel and Pimlico. He's down here this winter. Another trainer that struggled to get to the winner's circle, but the horses are running pretty well.
Yeah, and it's one of those situations. I'm going to be interested to see if he comes down next year, whether he's more potent.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times that's the key to these learning experience, where to place the horses, what horses to bring, because he's such a high percentage guy up in Maryland. He's got to kick that up, you would think, with a year's experience under the belt. I went 3, 6, 9, and 2. Lord Darnley on top. Dropped down to this level last time. Ran a decent little second that I think should have the horse placed well for this afternoon. Left Hook, Lights Out. Lightly raced for Gustavo Delgado. October and December was at the 12.5 level. Now comes back and drops to 62.50 out of the maiden 12.5. But they won the first start off the claim, so they put money in the bank.
Yeah.
This isn't a drop that concerns me. I think financially, it's a perfectly fine situation. 61 in the 3rd spot. Everything you touted on that one. So in the 3rd for me, 3, 6, 9, and 2.
So race 4 kicks off the rainbow, and as we talked about, $650,000 in the gross jackpot guarantee pool as we build to Sunday with that mandatory payout. This is an open claimer 4 and up. The tag's 10, and again, we're sprinting 5.5 here on the Tapeta.
8, 4, 1, and 2. Number 8 is Earth. Claim 2 starts back, 1 off the claim. Claim for 10, 1 for 10. This is one of those I talk about during the afternoon show quite a bit. Why not right back? A horse wins in a very similar race. Why not right back the next time? And so I thought off the claim, ran a decent race, and we'll look for this one to repeat. Merrow in the 2nd spot. Lots of early speed. Won a similar race last time. Why not right back with this one to be up in the hunt as well? And then Star Weaver in the 3rd spot. Irad Ortiz on board, a horse that number-wise fits with this bunch. I mean, you can point to probably 6 in here that on a best effort could be right there at the end of the race. But for me, in the 4th, I went 8, 4, 1, and 2.
So I've reversed them, 1, 4, 2, 5, 8 for me. And the thing here with Star Weaver is that you got Jose D'Angelo now in your corner, and you see it right there. He's 30% off the claim. He's 30% at the meet. He's just having a phenomenal championship meet. Everything he gets is, everything that's in the barn is just firing a big shot. And, no disrespect to Steve Badu, but this is a giant trainer upgrade to Jose. And this horse ran very, very well last time. You can see the race. There's Malra, and Star Weaver just couldn't get to him. The pace held last time. Another race we're going to show a replay on later on today if you're watching Gulfstream today. And he was the only one to make a dent late. And now we've got Jose in our corner, and I think there's a couple other horses, especially Sky Magician, might be able to keep Malra at least honest early on. and that's going to play in the hands of Star Weaver as well. So I'm just going to try to flop those two today. But, the 4 is definitely the one to catch. Amador Sanchez, another guy having a big championship meet. Frenchman Street's just a cool old veteran. He's 2 for 4 on the Tapeta here. He's 17 for 42 in the exacta. He's been up against it of late, facing much better. The drop in class could wake him up today. I wouldn't sleep on him either, but I'm going to try Star Weaver just to turn the tables on Malra.
Sounds good. Why don't we take a quick break, and when we come back, we will go through the late pick 5. So we're underway live from Gulfstream Park. It's the Handicapper Sports. Seth Merrow and Brian Nadeau. Stay tuned.
Having trouble finding us? It's actually quite simple. Whether online or on your TV, it's never been easier to watch and wager on championship horse racing with Capital OTB. Simply log on to capitalotbbet.com. There you can watch our morning shows, live stream races, and wager on our state-of-the-art wagering platform. You can also watch from the comfort of your home on Spectrum Cable Channel 1250 or Fios Channel 467, and win more with Capital OTB. I'm Seth Merrow, and as serious horse players, we know that information is critical when placing a bet. With live streaming of more than 30 tracks, race replays, free past performances, and daily picks from professional handicappers, no one gives you more up-to-the-minute information than Capital OTB. Combine that with the best player awards in New York State, and you have everything a serious horse player needs to be successful. Win more with Capital OTB. Winning starts here.
The Handicappers report live from Gulfstream Park. We're taking a look at the Friday afternoon card at Gulfstream. Let's leap back in with race number 5. Starter allowance, $16,000 level, the 1-turn mile. Your thoughts on the 5th?
1-5-4-3 for me. I think Financial Systems are controlling speed in here. It's Zerpoff, the claim. Jose Ortiz is going to get aboard. This horse blitzed him last time for 12-5. Now he take an aggressive rise in a spot where he can't be claimed. I always like that. And I just, especially next to him, there's no speed. Maybe it comes from the outside. Embrace My Uncle. Maybe Strike Appeal gets, invigorated early after last time showing some speed. But I think it's there to be taken, and Financial System might do it. So we'll try to wire with him, and I'm just going to try to go around the track together with Embrace My Uncle to his outside, probably the whole way is what I hope. And maybe they just speed pop this field 1-2 because he's been in good form and he's been pressing or stalking the pace of late, and that's how it looks like it's going to play out to me. Underneath, I'm a G6 on a bounce back. We'll draw a line through the sloppy race last time. His form was really good. So we'll go 1-5-4. Mr. Tito's got back on the beam last time. I don't really trust him, though, today on the rise.
I don't know if I have much to add, and I don't know whether this is a good sign or not. I have it 1-5-4-6, so we're overlapping on the triple. We will see how that works out later this afternoon. Now I have to play it, but I don't know whether that's a good sign that we're matching wits here, but 1-5-4-6 for me as well. As I say, I don't have too much to add.
Race 6 is a late pick 4, as Seth mentioned. Late pick 5 in race 5. Late pick 4 in race 6. We get to the turf. It's a $35,000 claimer. These are fillies and mares, 4 and up. This is a mile on the turf.
I'm 2-8-4-3. I put Passion Plus on top. I'm just looking at kind of the numbers in this race. It's another race where you can point to, 3 or 4 or 5, really, that on a best effort may be able to get it done. I kind of went to the race 3 back, the Claiming Crown Tiara. Solid number, good second-place finish. The 2 follow-ups maybe not as good, but maybe a bounce in the race right after and then kind of move forward number-wise last time out. on the synthetic. I'm going to hope that progression continues and we get back to what we saw 3 back. So I'll put Passion Plus on top. In the second spot, I'm going to take a look at My Sweet Wife off the claim for Peter Walder. And again, you look down in the most recent races, number-wise, pretty solid fit with this bunch. And Walder's okay off the claim. Luis Saez on board, that's a plus as well. And Madeira Wine in the third spot. Marty Drexler, who's having a pretty good meet, another one of those Woodbine guys, came down, and I thought it would be fun to watch the Woodbine guys on the synthetic. It's been a little bit of a mixed bag with those, but Marty's been doing pretty well at the meet, certainly. And this one seems to be in good form, now off the claim. I think a solid fit with this particular bunch. So for me, in the sixth, 2, 8, 4, and 3.
The 2's my best bet of the day in the class drop. There's actually a lot of speed in here, which is not something you usually can say when you get these turf races, but there's a lot of speed in here. She's not one of them, and I think it's just going to set up for her. You see that it's a huge class drop, and she's just been a little in over her head of late, but you mentioned that Claiming Crown Tiara. If she runs back to that race, it'll absolutely blow the doors off a group like this. Irad is here, so we get a big jock upgrade as well, and I just think the flow of the race is really going to point in her direction. So she looks like she's in a good spot. Alpha Babe is tactical. We go off the claim for Gustavo Delgado, 25%. It's a big number. She's probably going to get first run on Passion Plus, so that's a positive. Jeremiah brought her down here, and she won a 2L last time, and now she's going to go off the claim with a rising class. And then I mentioned number 8, My Sweet Wife as well. This post is a problem. Her running style, though, is conducive to what I think how the race is going to be run. Luis Saez for Peter Walder. Peter's a good solid 17% off the claim. Got this one from Jorge Abreu. Didn't really do a lot of running last time at the level, but I think, again, if the race flow suits her, and I think it should, maybe she can make a little bit of a late dent as well, but this is my best bet of the day. Passion Plus will go 2 over to 6-8.
In race number 7 on this Friday afternoon, we are at the bottom level of claiming rank, $6,250. We're going 8 furlongs, 1 turn on the main track at Gulfstream.
7-6-2 for me, and another replay. Check it out, Devoted Kit, and I thought ran better than it looked last time in a race where you had to be close early. He wasn't. He was taken out of his comfort zone a little bit because he does want to be relatively close, and he was way out the back last time. But he ran on okay, and he got pushed wide too, and then flattened out. I assume today he's going to be a little bit closer, and hopefully that'll put him over the top. The 6, Blessed Journey, Jose D'Angelo off the claim. We've already talked about that. Going to claim this one from Jen Young. Move down. Jose likes to win races, so I'm not overly concerned that he claimed for 12.5 and now he's in for 62.50. It's not a great sign, don't get me wrong, but the barn likes winning races, and when barns do that, you can be a little more forgiving on drops like these. And then Tone Feeling, Kent Sweezy's had a good meet quietly as well, and this one's been pretty popular of late. He's going to try to claim him off Victor Barboza. Was a good second at the level last time. No reason he can't run that right back.
Yeah, I've just got him juggled in a different order, 2, 7, 6, and 1 for me. I put Tone Feeling on top. I thought the last 2 indicated good and maybe improving form. And that, as you say, off the claim now, but I think is live in here. Devoted Kid in your top pick. Certainly on a little bit of a drop second off the claim, playable. And then Blessed Journey, another one that just seems to be in form that's going to match up nicely with this bunch this afternoon. So 7th race, 2, 7, 6, and 1.
We're back to the turf in the 8th, sprinting a snappy 5 furlongs here. It's a good one, too. It's an optional claimer. These are for 4-year-olds and up. 62,500 is the tag, and I mentioned 5 on the turf.
The venerable Shecky Shabazz in here.
Win a race, would you, Shecky?
Shecky going out for trainer Christophe Clement and owner Christophe Clement. Kind of interesting. Claimed the horse a couple of starts back. I had that one down at the bottom of my mix. I went 6, 4, 1, and 3. I put Jack and Noah on top. Another horse that you don't go down the PPs, and there are some nice stakes performances down there. Had shown a bit of ability at various points in the career. And boy, up at Mark Cassie's training facility, seems to be training training, lights out for the return since a layoff going back to August. So, you never know off a layoff like this, but boy, those workouts seem to be touting the horse is going to be back on his toes this afternoon. Jack and Noah on top. The Virginian in the second spot comes in off a couple of decent races. Most recently, this 2 starts back was back at the beginning of December, but the comebacker beginning of March was a good try as well. So I think is also going to be on his toes and ready to go today. And Citrus Burst, another one coming off a couple of good tries. This one, however, was December and January. So another one with a little bit of a layoff, but moves into the barn of Delgado, who's pretty good first time in his barn. It wasn't a claim. It was just a move into a new barn, but still there's some good numbers there to think that one will be a little bit live. So for me, in the 8th, 6, 4, 1, and 3.
And that's the way I went. I went down inside 1, 5, 3, 4, 6. It's a tough race, but Citrus Burst, you mentioned Jorge Delgado taking over. He's 30% with newcomers to the barn. He paired him with Chantel Sutherland, and they're really, really solid, about 24, 25%. And I thought this horse, frankly, had form enough that could win this race anyway. And now we go to Jorge Delgado, and he's had him for a little bit. And it's not like he's running him for a tag or anything. So he just took his time with this horse. I would think he's going to fire a big shot in here, and that's what tipped me his way. Maybe we get a hint of value too. Chasing Artie is certainly in the mix for Saffy, first time Saffy, but we got to improve off Wesley Ward, or we've got to maintain that form. And he hasn't been out since July, and I just thought, you know what, he might need a race. The stats, kind of back that up, that he could. Maybe Saffy's, going to put him out there today and tighten the screws a little bit. And next time's a money run. We'll see what happens. But I wanted to fade him just a little bit in here. He's also taking on older horses for the first time. Those are all restricted 3-year-old races last year. So he's rising in class a little bit. I tried to make Jack and Noah. I couldn't do it. I went to Shecky Shabazz. I'm certainly not going to pick him on top. He never, ever wins. I'm down to 8. Past performance line, Seth, is what I'm printing these days, and I don't see a W on the page. So I don't know, and he gets bet every time too, and he just I don't know how many.
I'm 12 deep, I think, and it's the last one on the page.
So
going
11
back
losses in a row.
December of 2019.
December of 2019. I had a lot more color in my hair in December of 2019. So
I had a lot more hair.
Yeah, well, that too. I mean, look at him. He's 2-1, 2-1, 6-5, 8-5. Win a race, So you got to play against these kind of horses at least on top. You want to use them defensively in your picks. That's fine. But if you're talking about a win candidate, not for me. 1-5-3.
All right, and we wrap it up on Friday afternoon. Race number 9, it'll go off at about 5:15. They're on the synthetic 4 starter allowance types.
I think this might be my long shot. Yeah, he's 8-1, Lamplighter Jack. I struggled. It didn't look like a card, Seth, where you want to throw a lot of things at the wall. It looked like a formful card to me. But Lamplighter Jack is my long shot. 9-8-1-3-7 for me. He's tactical. The post isn't ideal, but if Javier can work out a trip from out there and get position into the first turn, I think his races stack up with these. He ran very, very well at the level 2 back going farther. It was his lone to PETA try. Yes, he tired late, but Yamato, you can see how good Yamato is. But now, conversely, I'll talk about Yamato because he's going to be favored in here. 5-2 on the line. Yamato's a horse that wants to run all day. I know he did win this race at the level 2 back, but he had to work a lot harder than he did 3 back. He had to work a lot harder than he did 2 back going a mile and an eighth. I think this is a little sharp for him, so I'm just going to try to beat him at what should be an underlaid price. An Emoji guy kind of split the difference with the two of them. Ian Wilkes does not claim horses, so I think it's significant that he went and claimed Emoji guy.
I don't know now if your long shot's going to be a long shot because I have a 9-3-1 and 6. I thought the last 2 numbers kind of jumped out to me,
yeah.
And the way bettors look at buyers these days, I wonder if they'll all jump on a little. Yamato may take more action because you go past the last, the numbers are pretty good there as well. But I put Lamplighter Jack on top as well. Conglomerate, I thought off the last 2 starts, couple of nice wins, claim 2 back, got a win in a starter allowance last time, I think is a solid fit with this group, and then Yamato in the 3rd spot. So 9, 3, 1, and 6. All right. We're timing out perfect.
Oh, it's like we've done this before.
Any last words?
No, just, it's a great, I guess I do have some last words. it's a great weekend here, and 14 races tomorrow. It's just a hell of a Florida Derby card, and culminating with the Grade 1 Florida Derby at the end. I think 6:38 in the p.m. And you know, you're going to see some star 3-year-olds. Tremendous betting day. It's great to have you guys, Bryce, over here off the set, and thanks to Dennis, who now I know quite well now, and I'm here. And
Our
Dennis,
favorite cameraman.
Dennis has been our buddy for a while down here, and the guys, you know, back home and on the other end of this microphone helping us all
I was
out.
saying before we started, I was talking that the first one of the first years we were down here, we had Roddy on as a guest, Roddy Valente,
Oh, God.
and he touted a horse that was running somewhere else, and Dennis made a little dough on the Roddy tout.
Roddy's been here as an uninvited guest a few times too, and just popping in and just getting on. So no, Dennis was. I came down here in May, didn't really know anybody, and I was like, I know that guy. Thank goodness he's here. I know that guy. So thanks to Dennis and all the guys
up in the
Brad
control
and
as
the
well,
crew,
yeah.
and all back home too.
Yeah, certainly. Always appreciate the hospitality we get down here at Gulfstream. All right, we'll see you tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock for Handicapper support.
Yeah,
so
about 7 alarms set already for that.
And we'll see you, I'm sure, around this afternoon as well. But we'll wrap it up for the Handicapper support. Stay tuned, though. We're going to re-rack up in Albany and fire up the opening. Racing Across America comes up next.
You're watching OTB TV, a service of Capital Off-Track Betting.